Hello and welcome to our live broadcast. We are broadcasting live on YouTube and Facebook simultaneously. So welcome, regardless of where you are joining us from. Today we are going to be talking about, or I'm going to be sharing with you 5 intermittent fasting tips that will help you burn fat faster. And I know that is always one of the goals that we are trying to achieve with our aging body. So hopefully these 5 tips will help you kind of break a little bit of a plateau that you might be having or help you get started with something like intermittent fasting. So welcome. My name is Diane, and for the past 25 years I've been helping women find nutrition plans and fitness programs to help them look and feel their best and live their most authentic life here in this community. We are doing that through the process of intermittent fasting. So like I said, today we will be talking about 5 intermittent fasting tips that will help your body burn fat faster. If you wouldn't mind, when you jump on, please leave a comment in the comment section for me. That way I know that you are here. I will give my 5 tips in the beginning of this video, and then at the end I will go through both Facebook and YouTube and welcome everyone. And then I always ask that you please hit that subscribe button and that like button as well, so you'll be notified when I upload new content or we go live here in this community. So the first tip I have for you, if you're practicing intermittent fasting and you want to burn fat faster, is keep your insulin levels low when you are breaking your fast. So you want to make sure that after you have gone through a nice fasting period and you've really got your body in a nice depletion mode, depleting glycogen stores more specifically, the last thing that you want to do is load glycogen back up into your body. And so we want to make sure that when we are breaking our fast, we are breaking our fast with a nutrient-dense meal that is in a keto-like fashion. So we want to make sure that we are keeping our naturally occurring fats high. We want to keep our protein at a moderate to low level. And then you want to make sure that you keep your carbs conscious. So it doesn't necessarily have to mean that you have to eliminate carbs, but what you want to make sure that you're doing more specifically is being very aware of where your carbohydrates are coming from, and are they going to be the most useful source of carbohydrates for you after you have just depleted a bunch of stores in your body. So the first tip is to keep insulin levels low when breaking your fast. The second tip I have for you today for making your body more efficient at burning fast with intermittent fasting is to adapt a keto-like lifestyle. And keto-like is something that we have developed here in this community that really does allow us the opportunity to live a fulfilling life around food. So we're not like slaves to food or feeling like we're not allowed to eat certain things, but that we are in the moment when we are in a feasting opportunity. And again, we are very conscious about what it is we are going to be putting into our body, and is that going to get us to our goal? So if your goal is to get rid of a lot of that menopausal and perimenopausal body fat that just happens to be part of the aging process, then you really do need to be aware of what is going in your body. And if you keep it keto-like, meaning that you are going to allow some carbohydrates to occur, utilizing your fasting window to burn off some of that stored glycogen that we have built up, and then adapting that keto-like lifestyle. Again, high naturally occurring fats, moderate to low protein, and then very conscious carbohydrates. The third thing we want to consider, if you want to have your body become a fat burning machine while you're intermittent fasting, is to extend the length of your fast so that you are, again, creating an environment for your body that is most optimal for burning off stored glycogen or even just byproducts of living a life for as long as you lived, and you've never really created that opportunity for your body to just churn away at backed up stored nutrients and calories and glycogen. And that really is all the things that we have to burn off in order to get to that fat burning mode. So how long of a fast should you be in to really get to that nice depletion mode where you can actually start burning fat? Well, if you're practicing steps 1 and steps 2, what we're finding here in this community is a 20-hour clean fast for a period of time that your specific and personal body situation needs to get through all of the stuff that you've stored up and actually become a fat burning machine. How much time do you need to stay in a 20-hour fast to make that happen? I don't know. You don't know either. You'll know when your body actually starts getting to the point where you see the visible changes that are occurring. I know for me, that was the first sign that I was becoming a healed woman, and that everything in my body was really balancing out, was when I started noticing that unattractive and that new body fat that had settled in with the hormonal changes that I was going through starting to burn itself away. And it wasn't anything that I had to do specifically other than follow the rules of intermittent fasting that do apply to us as aging women. And for us here in that community, it is that 20-hour clean fast with a 4-hour feast. Then once you get comfortable with that, if you're in my master's class, you know that we're extending beyond that and really starting to practice some things and some different ways of utilizing an extended period of time of fasting that will really allow us to get into some deeper healing opportunities. But as a beginner, 20 hours clean fasted is really all you need to do to get into that fat burning mode. And then number 4 is fasted workouts. And I know there is a lot of controversy around fasted workouts, whether you should do it, whether you shouldn't. Are you going to eat away at your muscle? How soon after you have a workout should you actually break your fast? Again, I can only share with you what is working for me and a lot of women that are in this community as aging women. And a fasted workout really has been that thing that has helped us really tap into that extra fat store. The fat store that just comes with hormonal imbalance and the fat storage that comes with us as aging women. We have to do things differently than we did in the past if we want to create change. Fasted workouts have really been that thing that has been proven to help us melt away a lot of that extra body fat. And then how soon do you need to put protein in your body after a fasted workout? Again, that's that thing that I always recommend you experiment with. I fast in the early morning. This morning, or I work out rather. So I worked out this morning at 7 a.m. and I didn't put anything into my body until 1:15, 1:20 today. And I didn't put protein in, I just put a fat in. And I'm feeling fantastic and I'm seeing some very amazing results with my own personal frustration areas on my body with perimenopausal and menopausal body fat that has sort of just landed and stuck there. So experiment with some things, but don't be afraid to work out in a fasted state. It really is that opportunity for your body to tap deeper in through those glycogen stores, burn those off, and really start getting into some of that fat burning that you can utilize as an amazing source of energy even through a workout. And then number 5 is improve your sleep. This is something that just will happen with intermittent fasting, especially when you start dialing into the signs and signals that your body is sending you when you open yourself up to a feasting opportunity. Adding in that keto-like approach, so you're only putting those necessary carbs into your diet as often as you can, and then splurging when you feel it's appropriate for you. But really getting that deep and quality sleep as you start getting a little bit more mature and a little bit more comfortable with your intermittent fasting protocols, your keto-like lifestyle, dialing into what happens as your body starts taking in those feasts and the reactions that you're getting from them. Do they make you look and feel your best? Do they not? And then making a very conscious decision about what you're going to allow in and what you're absolutely going to not allow in that's going to jeopardize what your end goal is for creating this lifestyle for yourself. Remember, we want to keep those cortisol levels low as well, and the best way to do that is getting really good quality sleep. I'm finding from my own sleep pattern that it's not so much the quantity of sleep that I'm getting, but it's more the quality of sleep that I'm getting. And I do monitor my sleep through an app called Auto Sleep on my Apple Watch, and I'm finding that I'm getting about 2 to 3 hours of deep sleep every night and about 5 or 6 hours of quality sleep. And I've noticed that that has made a really positive a net effect on my body fat percentage as well. So I'm going to go through these really quickly one more time. 5 intermittent fasting tips to help your body become a more efficient fat burning machine. Number 1, keep insulin levels low when breaking a fast. The best way to do that is to not break your fast with a high carbohydrate break fast meal. Number 2, you want to incorporate a keto-like lifestyle with your intermittent fasting. Again, you do not have to follow a ketogenic diet per se by the book, but think about the concepts of the ketogenic diet and the things that make you happy and the things that make your life around food seem manageable and livable. And we call that the keto-like lifestyle here. High quality, naturally occurring whole food fats, moderate to low protein intake, and then very conscious carbohydrates that will add to the lifestyle that you are creating for yourself. Number 3, extend the length of your fast. Here in this community, we highly encourage and recommend a 20-hour clean fast that gives your body ample enough time in a fasted state to burn through all of the things that you've been storing up and have been kind of clogging your process or your progress along the way. A lot of us are insulin resistant at this point, and you really do need to get those longer intermittent fasting windows under your belt to really reverse a lot of the things that we have going on with our own blood sugar levels. Number 4 was a fasted workout. Fasted workouts work. They just do. You're really creating that extra push in a fasted state to burn through again that backup that we have just accumulated over the years. You do not necessarily have to break your fast right after a workout. I generally prolong my fasted state 5 to 6, even 7 hours post workout, and I do just fine. Just make sure you're hydrated and make sure you have your electrolytes in your system. And then number 5 is you want to make sure that you are working on improving your sleep, and that does happen with intermittent fasting as well. So it should be a natural progression. If you find that it's not a natural progression, then you want to make sure that you are paying attention to what you're doing in your feasting window. Oftentimes it's just not following the rules of keeping that insulin low and adapting a keto-like lifestyle. I have definitely played around with my fasting and my feasting windows, and know that when I follow these 5 rules, I have exactly what I'm hoping for with the goals that I have set for myself with adapting the intermittent fasting and keto-like lifestyle. And I hope these 5 tips help you as well. So I'm going to take just a couple of minutes. I'll go through the Facebook comments and questions, and then I'll jump onto YouTube and do the same there. If any of you are interested in joining our intermittent fasting for today's Aging Woman course, our May course registration is currently open, and we will put links in both Facebook comments and YouTube comments if you want to get yourself registered today. It's fantastic. You will just save your seat for our May 4th start date. So let me come on Facebook really quick, and I'll welcome everyone and answer your questions and comments. Tina, hello, fasting since August 2017. Awesome. Amy's here. And Amy, I know you are definitely seeing the benefits of implementing these 5 tips. Cassandra, hello from Richmond. Helen from Australia. Welcome, girlfriend. Amy says, hello everyone watching from Oregon. I was in the April 2017 class. I'm happy to be here. Tanya, hello from Arkansas. Diane, hello, Diane. Laura from Texas, looking forward to the May class. Awesome, girlfriend. Can't wait to have you with us. Sheila, hello. Joanna, good to see you, girlfriend. Ingrid's here. Lisa's here. Amy loves fasted workouts, but it's definitely something I had to build up to when my hormones became balanced. Yeah, that's for sure. And that's what we really teach in our intermittent fasting for today's Aging Woman course. You have a 21-day period to just really give your body some grace, some relaxation time, and really reap the benefits of what intermittent fasting alone can do for you as far as balancing out your hormones, reducing inflammation, and just getting you on the right track. So when you jump back into your fitness routine, the benefits of that and the visual changes that you'll see will come so rapidly and will come so much easier for you than they did before you started implemented intermittent fasting. So thanks, Amy, for saying that. Juanita, hello. Helen, my sleep has been bad since starting keto. Yeah. Sometimes it can get a little funky. Intermittent fasting is really that that component that really helps you balance out your hormones. Remember, we have so many hormones that are like an ebb and flow of one another, and getting to the point where you can get them all sort of working in harmony together instead of being like this all the time will help you get those cortisol levels balanced out, and then it will help improve your sleep as well. So I highly recommend implementing some intermittent fasting, even if you are doing some keto-like lifestyle as well. Tanya, I sleep like a baby since beginning intermittent fasting. Yes, we do too. Anna, thank you for all your wonderful information. Girlfriend, you are so welcome. Thanks for being here with us. Helen, too much coffee, just bought decaf today. Yeah, that's another thing that we have to be aware of when we start implementing intermittent fasting and a keto-like lifestyle is when we get to that energized sense of calm and our body is producing its own source of energy so efficiently that we really have to be careful about those stimulants that we used to use as a crutch because we don't need them anymore. So you have to be aware of that as well, and be very honest with yourself about whether you need your coffee or not. And if you don't need it and you just maybe want a cup of coffee, it might be a perfect time to start implementing something like a decaf for sure. So Helen, congratulations for listening to the signs and signal your body has been sending you. Laura, number 5 is gonna get me. I better get a monitor so I know where I am starting at. Have always since early 20s lived on about 4 hours of sleep, never feel tired. Well, if you don't feel tired, again, that's that thing that, there's so many experts out there, and we get so stressed out about trying to follow what everybody else's regimen is. And I really do think that you can figure out what your own sleep pattern is. Not everyone needs the same amount of sleep as everyone else. I think I had about 7 hours of sleep last night. 5.5 were quality. 2 hours and 30 minutes were deep. I feel fantastic today, so I'm not going to be worried about what other people say about sleep. But it is interesting to see how much of that sleep is deep and quality, and I think that's the key factor right there. So we just have an app on our Apple Watch. It's called Auto Sleep, and it's really inexpensive. I think it's like $2.99 or something like that. Anna. Okay, so you guys are talking to each other. Awesome. Nicola, hello. Tanya, hello. Let's see. Here really late. We'll watch the rebroadcast. February grad. Yeah, for sure, girlfriend. 5 simple tips. And I always try to include these videos in my Sunday email as well, and I'll recap it for you guys there. Sheila, my friend has started, but she's eating corn and beans and seeing no weight loss. Too many carbs, right? She fasts 20 hours. Yes, I would think so. I would say definitely start eliminating those maybe one at a time. And what I found for myself was I had to get rid of corn altogether. It didn't even matter that it was a carb. It was just something that was really keeping my hormones out of balance. And I think it was mostly just because of the fact that it's not really corn anymore. It's so genetically modified that it just was something that my body just could not tolerate. So I cut all corn out completely. So I would say give her the advice to cut that out first. And then Michelle from Bloomington, snow yesterday. I know, girlfriend, I'm so sorry. I sat out in the backyard today and got a little bit of sun. So I'm sorry that you guys are having snow. It bums me out for you. Okay, lots of YouTube comments, so we'll see what we got going on here. Kendall, I'm excited that you're here with us today. Jenny, hello. Athena, so happy you are here with us from California. Let's see who else we've got here. Denise, good afternoon. Breaking your fast after 20.5 hours. You are definitely in that window to be a fat burning machine. Rita, I'm glad you're here as well. Violet from Canada. Do you still have a spot for the May course? Yes, we do for sure, Violet. So make sure you get your spot reserved. We put a link in the comment section, and you can check any one of my posted YouTube videos. There's always a comment, link in there as well. Linda from California, you are so welcome. Carolina, hello. Kendall, same, would love to know about May course. Yeah, there's a link in this comment feed on YouTube, so just look for it for sure. And make sure you get on my email list. You can go to fortoday'sagingwoman.com. If you're on my email list, I'll email you as well. Donna, hi, I missed your class. That won't happen again. Yeah, don't, girlfriend. Get in for sure. And May is my birthday month, so you guys get to celebrate birthday month with me, which will be super fun. Violet, thank you. I have learned how to fast, but need to know how to feast correctly. Feasting should be intuitive. So you really have to just slow down your life and make sure that you're listening to those signs and signals that your body is sending to you. And then you have to just apply on top of that a good old layer of common sense. We know enough about nutrition, and there's plenty of resources out there for us to tap into. And the best advice I could give you is don't follow someone else's diet plan. Create your own food lifestyle, and that will create so much freedom and flexibility for you for sure, Violet. Kimberly, loving the April IF course. Fantastic. I'm so happy to hear that. Doing 24, lost 4 pounds this week. There you go, girlfriend. You are becoming a fat burning machine for sure. Claire, hello, girlfriend. Haven't seen you in forever. Karen from the April course. Hannah from the UK. Kimberly, I haven't done any exercise either. Been sick still, so it's all IF. Yeah. I didn't exercise for about a year when I was healing my body, and it was the best gift I gave my body. It really gave me an opportunity to just concentrate on how my body was feeling in a fasted state. And if you fast correctly, and you can really get those human growth hormones and just amazing amounts naturally being produced in your body. You don't have to worry about losing any lean muscle mass as well, and you'll still be burning fat. So we can really start to change even the way we think about exercise once we get this fasting and this feasting down correctly. Carolina, I work out between 5:30 and 6:30 and don't eat until 11:30 or 12. Yeah, I say that that's working for you as well. And Jeanette, girlfriend, good to see you. She's in our April course. Laura, so pleased to catch you live today. Can you give some simple ideas how to break a fast while at work? Also, is it okay to have fresh lemon water during fasting? Thanks, love your videos. Lemon is food, so that's not fasting. And if you want to do a clean fast, you got to get rid of the lemon. And then breaking a fast at work, you just have to follow the simple concept of high naturally occurring fat, moderate to low protein, conscious carbohydrates. So having some olives, having some nuts, those kind of things work well. If you can get a really good quality meal replacement shake that's not super heavy on the carbs, not super heavy on the protein, that would work as well. Rita, what's the app for the Apple Watch? It's called, what's it called? I just said Auto Sleep, AUTO Sleep. And it's like $2.99. Our whole family uses it. Sarah, new subscriber. Welcome, girlfriend. Always good to have some new friends here with us. Thanks for joining us. I did an 8-day fast and ended up in the hospital with low albumin, it looks like. Is this a common issue for keto and fasting? I never recommend anything. If you're beginning intermittent fasting, I never recommend going over 20 hours of a clean fast. As you start to mature and as your body starts to heal, then I always recommend experimenting with like a dinner to dinner type of fast. And then you have to be really healed, both or all three, mentally, emotionally, and physically, in my opinion, to go beyond a 1 meal a day type of fasting protocol, because you have to have the mindset to get through it more than you need the physical. And you have to know how to keep your electrolytes up, and you have to make sure that your body is already nutrient dense. You don't want to go into an extended fast with any kind of nutrient deficiencies. So I would never recommend an 8-day fast to anyone. And what we're playing with in even our master's class is like, 28 hours and 30 hours and nothing that's really extensive. And those are pretty mature women as far as their fasting and their feasting goes. So yes, I would definitely stay away from any of those extended fasting and have to consider why it is you're doing extended fasting like that when you can intermittent fast and eat really nutrient dense food and get the same result. Don, can you please list all 5 tips on here in the comments? I jumped in here late. Yes, I will when I have an extra hand. Sarah, I only started keto on March 14th. Awesome, girlfriend, you're probably doing well. And Jeanette, workout made me so hungry, so I will hold off until I learn to feast the right way. That is excellent. What do you call it? Intuitive thinking on your part. Yes, you will get hungrier when you're working out, especially in a fasted state, because you're just requiring more calorie expenditure, and intermittent fasting already just puts you in a calorie restrictive state. It's a good calorie restrictive state, but tapping into a workout at the same time might be too much stress on your body at once. So get through the 3-week course and then start experimenting back in with your workouts, knowing that your workouts will change as well. You do not have to beat your body into the ground when you are fasting correctly. Marilee, I'm in the April course. Week 2 seems a lot harder for me than week 1. Is that normal? Yes, it's not new anymore. Your body's now trying to settle into it. And so you have to just stick with it and start experimenting on what it is you're feasting with, and making sure that your feast is actually supporting your next day's fast, making sure you're getting lots of water in and getting good sleep as well. Iris, girlfriends, always good to see you. Learning and paying more attention to what works with my body. Love that for sure. Sweet angels from above. Can I drink coffee with unsweetened almond milk while fasting? And what type of water do you recommend to drink? I recommend any sort of mineralized water that you can find. This is the one I like. And almond milk in your coffee would be considered a feast and not a fast. So I would ditch that. Jeannie, hello, a little late. Don't worry about it, girlfriend. I will go over the 5 tips at the end again. Whitney, hello from Indiana. Will intermittent fasting help with my PMS and irritability? Absolutely. Menopausal symptoms and PMS are not natural. Our body is not supposed to suffer from those things. It's usually something we are doing in our lifestyle or putting into our body that's causing an imbalance, which causes those type of things to happen during a hormonal change. So we should not be suffering from PMS. It's usually something that you're putting in or on or around your body. So intermittent fasting would help with that for sure. Iris, it's a journey to figure out what works best for my body. Your course is empowering. Oh, girlfriend, thank you for saying that. I appreciate that comment for sure. And let's see what else. Take a shower. Okay, we don't want to read that one. Jeannie, a magnesium supplement has helped with leg cramps upon waking. I think it helps with sleep too. It totally helps with sleep. Highly recommend an Epsom salt bath at night in the beginning, especially making sure you drink. I drink a bottle of mineralized water with magnesium in it before I go to bed. No, I do not wake up to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night anymore. My body is just accustomed to it. So adding in some more mineralized water will help for sure.
Did Mr. Troll come back? I can get rid of him.
No, I don't think so. Paul, let's see. Yeah, there's a Paul on there you need to get rid of. Bernadette, hello from London. Sarah, I have epilepsy. That's why I was doing such a long fast for autophagy. Okay, so that would have to be done, in my opinion, under medical supervision, because something happened where you ended up in the hospital. So what I would do is ease into that type of fast. And if it's an 8-day fast, I would get some medical supervision, making sure that your doctor knows what kind of minerals supplementation you need to be adding into your day while you're on an 8-day type of water fast. So I would never recommend it personally, but you have special circumstances with your epilepsy. So you want to make sure that you are doing it under medical supervision. And from what I know from my own research, you might want to even look into adding in some exogenous ketones, which are supposed to help with epilepsy as well. But again, you want to talk with your doctor before implementing anything like that for sure. Okay, so before I go back to my Facebook comments, I'm going to go over the 5 tips really quickly for those of you who've jumped on late with us. So 5 intermittent fasting tips to help your body burn fat faster, and I'll add in even more efficiently. Number 1, keep insulin levels low when breaking your fast. You do not want to go from a long, clean fast of depleting your insulin levels and then have a huge burst of insulin present in your body when you break your fast. So you want to make sure that you are breaking your fast with a high fat, moderate to low protein, conscious carbohydrate break fast type of event. Number 2, establish a keto-like lifestyle with your intermittent fasting. Again, fasting doesn't mean you can eat whatever you want in your feasting window. That is just not true, especially for us aging women. And I hate to pull us out and make a subgroup of us, but the reality is it just doesn't work for us. So you have to make sure that you are consuming whole food as much as possible. Try to be as plant-based as you can. You don't have to be vegan or vegetarian to be successful at this, but it does matter how much protein you are consuming. And then you want to make sure that you are very conscious of your carbohydrates, putting them where they will be the most successful for you and the end result that you want to have for yourself. Number 3, extend the length of your fast. So you want to try to get yourself up to that 20-hour clean fast as soon as possible and stay there for as long as you need to make sure that you yield the results that you are looking for. And then number 4 is fasted workouts work. They just do. They help your body just deplete as much of that stored glycogen as we can in our fasting window, and then delay breaking your fast for as long as you can post-workout to keep yourself in that fat burning mode. As soon as you break your fast, you stop burning fat. Keep that in your mind when you are done with your fasted workout, and think about how long you want to take advantage of your body being in a fat burning mode. I personally like to stay there as long as I can. And then number 5, improve your sleep with intermittent fasting. It will help keep those cortisol levels low, and that will help you burn off fat as well. I'm gonna jump in here really quick to my Facebook group and see last comments here before we jump off. If you guys wouldn't mind, while I'm reading these comments, please hit that like button both on YouTube and Facebook. It does help with these videos reaching a wider audience on both Facebook and on YouTube, just for the search engines and what YouTube has to offer for us and what Facebook has to offer us as far as putting these videos in front of the women that need to see them. So sharing these videos, liking these videos, and making sure that that you are subscribed and or liking this page will really help us spread the word in this community with all the women that we know need to be part of hanging out with us for sure. Let's see who we have here on Facebook. Finally bought an air fryer, really love it. Made sweet potatoes and salmon yesterday, had leftovers today. Good for you, girlfriend. Air fryers are amazing. The tip I can share for air fryer is a lot of people in the marketing of air fryers is the verbiage around being able to fry something without fat. But we don't fear fat in this community. So what we do with our air fryer is we oil up everything. So with your sweet potatoes, don't be afraid to cover those up with some coconut oil, with any other kind of things that you put in there. We put chicken wings in our air fryer and we load those up with avocado oil and lots of seasoning. So don't be afraid to put good, healthy fat on your food, even if you are putting them in your air fryer. That's not anything that we are concerned with here. Marie, hello, good to have you with us. Denise, Dr. Teal's lotion really helps at night. Yes, it does. We have it all over our house. We love it. What about alcohol? Alcohol has always been known to stop fat burning as well. Alcohol is just sugar. Again, it's that thing that you have to make a very conscious decision about and put it where it's appropriate for you. I had some wine on Friday night, and because I'm experimenting with some nutritional things, I'm not suggesting this at all to beginners especially, but I have been testing my glucose and ketone levels while I'm doing some experimenting for my master class as far as what we can do with fasting and feasting. And I was in a deep ketosis state on Friday afternoon after after having about a 44-hour fast with food. Didn't knock me out of ketosis at all. Had some wine on Friday night. It took me 2 days to get back into ketosis. So the reality is alcohol just stops your fat burning. Now, is that okay? Sometimes, yes, it was okay for me on Friday night, and I'm experienced enough to get myself back into a state of fat burning and ketosis in just a couple of days through the week, and I didn't freak myself out mentally and emotionally. So the key is, can you emotionally handle putting alcohol in your feast? And are you going to be okay if it sets you back a little bit? And do you have the skills and experience to get yourself back into fat burning mode? Those are the things that I would have you consider with alcohol. Chris Ann, just signed up for the May class. Can't wait. Well, welcome. I'm super excited to hang out with you. We're going to have a really fun class. Deandra, I believe it is, coming in late. We'll come back and watch recap. No worries, girlfriend. Lauren from North Carolina, welcome. Danny from South Carolina, October grad. Great tips today. Always great to keep learning about this way of life. Yeah, for sure. Keep coming back. We love having our grads join us on these lives for sure. Okay, so I think that's it. We have anything else over there I need to handle?
Bear down.
Magnesium has been helping with leg cramps.
Where do you get your water?
Oh, where do I get my water? Okay, so we actually have a water delivery service that brings us this Mountain Valley. The blue label is sparkling, which helps with settling down your hunger hormones. And then there's an orange label, same thing, mineralized water, just has no carbonation in it. This has magnesium, calcium, and potassium. This is my absolute favorite. We also drink San Pellegrino. It is more on the sodium side of mineralized water. You can find that just about anywhere. That's a mainstream spring water. So spring water, mineralized water, same thing, just different wording. What I suggest doing with water is like I suggest doing with food. Turn it around and read the ingredients label. It will state exactly what minerals are in your spring and or mineralized water. You can buy Mountain Valley at different grocery stores in the bottled water section. Like I said, we get ours through a delivery service, so it comes in cases once a month. We buy our San Pellegrino at Costco. It oftentimes goes on sale, so it's a really good place to stock up on San Pellegrino. And then in my feast, notice I said feast, I have been adding a little bit of there's a new San Pellegrino flavored water, and I've been adding that in my feast just for a little bit of a variety. Topo Chico plain mineralized water works well in your fasting window as well, and there's a bunch of different other varieties. Just look at your grocery store or like places like Costco or Sam's Club, those kind of places, to see if you can get something in more of a case and a discount price there. And then I know that there are some people who don't want to do mineral water in a bottle, and they've been adding supplements to their plain water. That's fine as well. You have to do what works for you. Just make sure, again, you read the ingredients on your mineralized powders or whatever it is you're putting in, drops, to make sure that it is just pure minerals and you're not putting a bunch of additives or fillers in something and then kind of ruining your water. Sarah, coffee makes us produce adrenaline, which in turn increases cortisol levels. Maybe, not for me. I drink coffee every day and I have had zero problems with the results that I'm wanting with my intermittent fasting and keto-like lifestyle. So that is a personal choice for sure. I always say test it out. If you're drinking coffee every day and you're not getting the results that you want, then cut it out for a little while, see if your results change. I personally happen to do better when I drink coffee. So for me, it's not a negative effect whatsoever. Savannah is in our April class. Thanks for checking in with us today. Delaney, thanks for jumping on. I appreciate you as well. Beth, we got that one about her leg cramps for sure. Okay, cool. So I think I'm going to jump off. Please make sure that you get on our email list. It is www.fortodays with an S agingwoman.com. I do recap these live broadcasts that we do and summarize the tips, so you'll be getting this in our next Sunday's email. For those of you who are interested in our May course, registration is open. You can also find registration at that same email, or you can just check the comment section here. We'll put a link as well. I'm so excited to have all of our new members to our community as well. Our YouTube channel has been growing very rapidly, and I always appreciate you guys taking the time to hit that subscribe button for us there. We were just voted one of the top YouTube channels for female health and fitness. So I'm super excited about that. We were ranked number 6 out of 15, and we would not be here and could not get ranked if it wasn't for you guys being such a supportive audience. So I appreciate that. And I'm super excited about getting that little accolade on our resume for this amazing community of women that we have here. And then anytime you come back around, you want to ask a question, please feel free to stop by in the comment section. I do go back and review these videos, and I do go back and review questions and comments, and I do my best to answer them as quickly as possible. I couldn't do this without you guys, so I appreciate you being here with us. I will see you guys back here on Wednesday at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, where we will be talking about another topic to help you be successful with your intermittent fasting and keto-like lifestyle as today's aging woman.